From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, April the 28th, 2025. An Israeli soldier and border police officer were killed during fighting against terror group Hamas in Gaza on Friday. They were named as 21-year-old Captain Ido Volach and Sergeant Neta Yitzchak Kahane. And an Israeli reserve soldier was killed and 3 others wounded during fighting in Gaza on Thursday. He was named as 26-year-old Master Sergeant in Reserve Asaf Kafri. The IDF continues its counter-terror operation against Hamas in Gaza. And the IDF said today that Israeli Air Force fighter jets struck a terrorist infrastructure site containing precision Hezbollah missiles in the area of Dahia in Beirut, a key Hezbollah terrorist stronghold. The IDF saying the storage of missiles in this infrastructure site constitutes a blatant violation of the understandings between Israel and Lebanon, exploits the Lebanese civilian population as human shields, and poses a threat to the state of Israel and its civilians, noting that prior to the strike, steps were taken to mitigate the risk of harming civilians. Well, the families of the 6 hostages who were murdered by their Hamas captives in August of last year led a gathering last night in Jerusalem. An evening of song and unity, free of politics, they wrote. The families of Carmel Gat, Eden Yerushalmi, Almog Sarusi, Or Danino, Alex Lubanov, and Hirsch Goldberg Polin, calling upon the people of Israel to come together between Yom HaShoah, Israel's Holocaust Remembrance Day, and Yom HaZikaron, Israel's Memorial Day to its fallen and to victims of terror. The Goldberg Poland saying it's just to come together, not for political reasons, to support the hostages and their families, and to unite in calling for all of the hostages to come home. Among the songs sung by the families of the 6 murdered hostages, in addition to other hostage families gathered and those in attendance, included Israel's national anthem, Hatikva, the Hope. And 59 runners in the London Marathon yesterday showed their solidarity with the 59 hostages still held captive in Gaza, each dedicating their 26.2-mile race to one of the hostages, displaying their name and photo. And hostage families and former hostages took part in the opening of the American Jewish Committee's Global Forum yesterday. Former hostages giving testimony of their horrific ordeals in captivity. And the over 2,000 participants gathered there, standing in solidarity with the hostages and hostage families to show their support and to continue to demand the immediate release of all the hostages still held captive in Gaza, now for 570 days. And the American Jewish Committee, together with the USC Shoah Foundation, announced yesterday at the Global Forum their newly formed partnership to give voice to, document, and map modern-day anti-Semitism around the world. CEO Ted Deutsch saying we must clearly show to the world and preserve for the future what anti-Semitism is, what it looks like, and the personal toll it takes on Jews around the world. Shoah Foundation CEO Dr. Robert Williams saying our partnership with AJC will enable us to reach survivors of anti-Semitic violence from all over the globe. This ambitious project, namely building a contemporary anti-Semitism collection at the USC Shoah Foundation, will add tremendous value to the study of anti-Semitism and hate and help Jewish and non-Jewish communities become more resilient against these forces, both now and into the future. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Monday, April the 28th at 7 o'clock. FIDF CEO Steve Weil speaks with Rabbi Stewart Weiss, director and founder of the Jewish Outreach Center in Ra'anana, and father of fallen soldier IDF Sgt. Ari Weiss. At 7:30, Weil speaks with American-Israeli IDF reservist Shai Bernstein. At 8, Abigail Pogrebin speaks with Hen Mazzig to discuss his work on Israel, Jewish identity, and combating anti-Semitism. At 8:30, Rabbi Emil Hirsch speaks of making space for Jewish reflection amidst the fury of politics. At 9, it's Josh Warhead on L'chaim. At 10, David Harris is joined by John Spencer on Defending Israel. And at 10:30, an encore of the news. And coming up next, it's Good Week, Israel. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, April the 28th, 2025. I'm Teisha Bader. Am Yisrael Chai.